The Alpine Loop is one of the premier off-pavement backcountry exploration routes in North America, and for good reason. The scenery is absolutely breathtaking, the trail is enjoyable, and the history of the area is everywhere. Traditionally, the loop covers the Engineer and Cinnamon passes from Lake City to Animas Forks, with easy access to Ouray via the stunning Mineral Creek. We've covered Mineral Creek in both of our separate Engineer Pass and Cinnamon Pass videos. It's one of my favorites, featuring stunning and nerve-wracking shelf roads and more of a technical challenge than most trails in the region. If you'd like to know more about this subtrail, then check out those videos. In this review, we are going to begin our journey in the ghost town of Animas Forks, located north of Silverton, Colorado, and the junction between Mineral Creek Trail, Engineer Pass, and Cinnamon Pass. You can take the loop in any direction. We chose to go up Engineer and back to Animas via Cinnamon. By avoiding Mineral Creek, we dropped the trail rating from a 4 to an easy 3. In fact, you may see crossover vehicles on this route, particularly along Cinnamon Pass side. I personally don't recommend it. The passes are steep enough with uncertain trail erosion conditions that can cause washouts that increase difficulty. A 4-low transfer case is highly recommended for speed control descending and climbing the passes, as well as some skill with backcountry line selection. Most factory spec dedicated off-road vehicles are fine for this trail. Also, this is a very popular multi-use trail. Use trail etiquette. In the region, it is understood that uphill has the right-of-way, but if you have a safe turnout on a shelf road, take it and let others pass. Also, utilize the communication standard that the ATV riders have of holding up on your hand how many fingers of vehicles are behind you in your group. If you are the lone vehicle or the last in your group, hold up a fist to signal to oncoming traffic that they have reached the end of your group. This easy signaling helps with maintaining safety on the shelf roads and blind corners of the area. Regardless of which way you take, Animas Forks will become a hub at either the start, middle, or end of your journey. And honestly, it's part of the reason why this loop is so famous. Animas Forks is a gem. Currently, the BLM is sole owner of the site and has acquired grants to restore most of the property for the public to enjoy. Improvements can be seen with each visit. There are pit toilets for the convenience of your stop, and many of the buildings are open for you to wander and explore at your own risk. Please be respectful and leave it better than how you arrived. Having such an awesome historical treasure to freely explore is a privilege, and one that we should all help to preserve for the future. Animas Forks was erected shortly after a silver strike in 1875, and population ballooned to 400 in 1884. Although only a dozen men, 3 women, and 20 dogs were tough enough to live through the town through the winter, including a storm that lasted 23 straight days. At its peak, Animas Fork boasted a population of 1,500, but by the early 1900s, with the movement of various mills and mining operations, Animas Forks residents moved away. The path up to Engineer Pass from Animas Forks is steep and abrupt, with some switchbacks on loose soil. Watch your travel during monsoon season, as the rain can quickly change trail conditions, with a minor washed out area that gave our IFS rigs some cross-axle fun. My first visit to Engineer Pass was in the middle of a summer monsoon cloud, which pelted us with sideways rain and prevented us from seeing much of anything. This time the view was clear and you could see peaks for miles. Dropping into Lake City and likewise back to Animas Fork through Cinnamon Pass is mostly graded county roads through alpine forests. This is the easiest portion of the loop. One of the cool stops for me on the Lake City side of the trail is the ruins of the dam and mill site at the Ouray mine. Hinsdale County is working to stabilize and protect the historical resources on this side of the pass, and we applaud and support their efforts to preserve the Colorado mining history. After being on the road all day, my kids' desire for dinner outweighed their desire to film, and I didn't catch much footage of Cinnamon Pass itself. You'll have to check out my Cinnamon Pass individual review for more shots of the stunning landscape on this side of the mountain range. But this brings up another point. Can Alpine Loop be done in a single day? Sure it can. Is there an advantage to taking it slow and planning some campsites along the route? Of course. Our visits to the area via day trips are only dipping the toes into the history and geology of this beautiful region of the San Juan Mountains. If you have time, by all means, take it slow. Spend some time to get out of the vehicle and hike. Explore the historical sites. Take binoculars and search for wildlife. This is a great trail and highly recommended, especially for first-timers to the area. Thanks for watching this short review, and we hope to see you on the trail.